You know, under new counts and under new views of the election results, we won the election. It's all, you know, it's very simple. We won the election. As the governor of major states and the surrounding states said, there is no way you lost Georgia. As the Georgia politicians say, there is no way you lost Georgia. Everyone
Nobody's
knows
saying that.
Hundreds of thousands.
All right, I'm done. That man is just straight up lying out of his teeth now. That man is straight lying out of his teeth now. Like, this is ridiculous. So do you know what this reminds me of? These two sketches, which we're going to watch. And then we'll move on to Candace and the other two threads, and then we'll probably start some gaming. Because I cover news quickly out here. We cover the news quickly out here.
Yes, we got the back seat.
Awesome! Whoa, check it out!
Oh man, I love
they
the
skipped
back
that.
seat.
Well, I'm glad because Twitch would have like
The balls.
hurt me for that.
Do you want to throw firecrackers out the window?
Yeah.
Awesome!
Hey, do you want to throw some of my lunch out the window?
Absolutely.
Whatever. Come on.
Oh!
Oh man, that was awesome. Now I don't have any lunch though.
It's okay, buddy. You can have some of mine. I'll share.
Thanks, dude.
My food is your food.
You sound like a communist.
Well, not really communism, more like socialism. If you think about it, socialism's not really that bad.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's kind of like just being really nice and fair.
If you think about it, socialism's like everybody helping everybody else out. And capitalism's like greed.
Hey, what are you kids doing back there?
It's weird. It's like
This is straight up every
capitalism
Republican.
works is because it plays on man's biggest flaw.
Hey, what the hell are you doing back there?
It's almost like if you're really working on developing your soul and being a good person,
Capitalism.
is constantly throwing obstacles in your way.
Hey,
Huh, I wonder where that's
Yeah.
you heard that?
It's like the principles that every single religion teaches
Hey!
are directly opposed to the principles of capitalism.
I'm gonna turn this bus around. I'll turn it
Hey,
right around.
appreciate you checking
I
out the
guess that's
stream.
where the whole great Satan thing comes
Yeah, it
from.
is.
That's it. You kids are getting pink slips.
Hold on, I missed that part.
The principles that every single religion teaches
Hey!
are directly opposed to the principles of capitalism.
I'm gonna turn this bus around. I'll turn it right around.
I guess that's where the whole great Satan thing comes from.
That's it. You kids are getting pink slips.
Hey, look, the girl's back.
They don't show it, but they show their
The
titties.
backseat's awesome.
The back seat's awesome. The back seat's awesome. Yeah. No, before I get into that one. Yeah. So like if you think about it in a very, 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 very ephemeral sense, absolutely. Being a better person, being one with your neighbor, capitalism don't teach that. Capitalism is quite literally take the money from other people, use it to gain more money, to take more money from other people. Then when you sit at the top, don't give nothing back. Like, I really do think that, I know people were being sarcastic when they said it, but like, I really do think that like people who, shit, I had this thought in my head, sorry. People who really back capitalism don't realize that like they themselves are not capitalists. Like that's the hugest ability I've ever seen out of anybody to even begin to start talking about it. And like, do the principles of your religion even back the greed that is necessary to become a capitalist? Like, I really do think that people, you know, you got $1 billion? Here's your award. Here's your award. It's a nice little thing. Here, take that. You won capitalism. Congratulations. Every dollar after that, give back to the community. Like, I can't even fathom spending more than $10 million in my lifetime. 10 million and I'm good. If every human being could earn up to 10 million and then that was it, they'd be good for life. You could own a home, own all the furniture you ever wanted, all the games you ever wanted, all the stuff you ever needed. You could rebuy that stuff 4, 5, 10,000 times over and you'd be good. No rent, no district, none of that. Oh, like, okay, so fuck, I'm gonna have to use some ideology I've done here. Matter of fact, we're gonna just do this live because I don't want to do it off screen and you guys don't see it. So if you don't know, there is a principle, there's an economic principle to capitalism and how much it takes for the average money that it takes for a person to win. Even like $1 million is basically set for life type of money in my ass. Yeah, we're going to go into that. You're actually not off the mark. So if your rent for your house, let's say your mortgage, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna do apartment living. Fuck it, we'll do apartment living, and then I'll show you house living and how like dangerous the system is. And if by this you're not a socialist, then I fucked up. And I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but like I'm not kidding, but I'm kidding in case anybody clips this and is like, Marquise is a socialist. Get him, he's a communist. It's a commie traitor to our country. Wait, no, hold on, I got you. I fucking got you. I got you. Just wait though. So if your rent for like, let's say the average apartment, 1 bedroom, because I live in a 1 bedroom, I was raised in a 1 bedroom. So let's say you have 1 kid, that's your living. Let's say your average rent for that is $1,200 stimulus check. People replying to me shit like that. 1,200 times 12 months is that amount, right? We'll do this on live calculator so you see I'm not crazy. Multiply that by the average time that you would probably spend there before you decided to move, before you decided to get married. Let's say you hold out on that and you're more worried about your career than anything. So let's say you lived there for 30 years. That's $432,000, right? Keep that number in mind. We'll keep that chalked up at the top up here. 40. Whoa, why did I'm already losing the number. Oh, God. Let's keep that number up there. Oh, that was an old copy and paste. Come on, help me here. All right, we got that number, right? Now, your average bills for the month, let's say you have a cell phone bill that's $60. Let's say your electricity bill for anybody who's young, barely an electricity bill, depending on where you live, your state. Generally, in cities, it's a lot higher than it is in rural counties. We'll average it out to about $100. Then we'll average that out. So that's your electricity bill. You're going to need internet, fuck phone, fuck TV, because literally internet replaces that. So my top bill for my most expensive form of internet, that's not Google Fiber. I wish Google Fiber came to my neighborhood. It's in a bunch of neighborhoods in the Bronx and whatnot. But that comes out to about $71 a month. So that's phone, electricity. That's phone, electricity, and internet. Phone, electricity, and internet. If you're living in a city, this is probably different months, but you probably don't pay water. You probably don't. But let's say you do pay water. Let's give that a 50. I'm probably really shittily going through this. And that 50 plus, what other fucking bill do I have that's always necessary? Let's say your basic run of the bill like Netflix, Spotify. Let's say most of that stuff runs you 50 extra bucks. Take all of that and multiply it by the 12 months. Then take that and multiply it by the same 30 years you'd be living there, assuming you never change your phone, assuming you never change your habits, assuming nothing ever changes. That's 11. Oh, wow, this number's going to come out to less. Oh, shit, this number's going to come out to less. Okay, so I used to do this math, and it's even better now. Okay, so let's say in that time you don't have a kid or whatever, regular household expenses, food, clothing, whatnot. Let's say you go a little stylish with it. So for your food, let's say for you alone, maybe you have a couple guests now and again. Your food for the month is, let's say, $175. That's a median household food bill if you go out and eat or whatever. Clothing, let's say you get a new wardrobe. Let's say you're really thrifty about it and you get a new wardrobe at fucking thrift stores or whatever. Even you might throw a little cash here and there. Let's say it's $300 a month. Let's say some fucking way that you spend $300 a month. we're going to multiply this by 8, not by 12. And the reason for that is because some months you'll spend less, some months you'll spend more. So I'm averaging that out to kind of be a good number. Multiply that somehow. Let's say you have the same diet for 30 fucking years. You eat every day, blah, 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 72,000. And here's where I'm going to throw in an extra number just to be nice. Just to be fucking nice to those retractors who will say my math is off or I'm talking crazy. Let's say, okay, so you've covered that. All your outside expenses, you smoke some weed, you do a little coke, you do your thing, whatever, and you're not overdoing it. You drink, you do whatever. Let's say that's $600 a month. That's massively above what it could be, what it should be, and that's massively under what people who really do it spend. And we're still doing the 30 years. Not saying you kick the habit, you get busy one month, none of that. So we're going to do the same thing. And we're going to multiply it by 8, just to be nice, because some months you might spend less or none. Some months you might spend more. That's your yearly expenses. You multiply that by 12. You spend $57,000, by 12. Then you spend that by, I'm sorry, I fucked that up. Undo. Let's go back to this. Sorry, by 8, that's for your yearly. And then you do that by 30 years, 144,000, right? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money on drugs for 30 years. But that's 30 years as opposed to like ODing. Covered food, clothing, basic utility expenses. I haven't talked about, we talked about expenditures. You get lotions, you buy games, you do this, you do that. All that shit's covered. How much does that fucking total? Excuse me? Oh, wow. Huh. That number is a lot lower than it should be. That's a little weird. I feel like I'm missing something here. There should be an extra 300,000 here. But anyway, that's how much money you would necessarily need to be set for 30 years. Oh, I know where the number's wrong with this first example. I've done this for a longer period of time, like 60 to 70 years. And that's a lie too. I actually did it for 100 years. That was my first example. Saying, let's say you never change your environment for your entire lifetime. How much money would you need? So in reality, you only need about $772,000, so $773,000 to survive. Let's go to a paycheck. Oh, come on, don't give me this. Don't give me all this shit. I don't need this. I don't need none of this. I don't need any of this right now. Just give me a regular calculator. Oh, thank you. This is it. So your gross pay for the year, let's say you make at a job somehow, if you make $773,000 a year, fuck off, because you're getting paid $371 an hour. I would scream if anyone even near offered me $372 an hour. Find me a job like that, I'll quit everything right now. So your take-home pay is a lot less, because you get a lot of taxable income. That's your circumstance exemption, Federal income, California. This is in California too. Can I get New York? It's probably going to be higher. Gross income, $773,000. Gross expenses, we'll still take the same 12, 25. No FICA. You take home a little less, obviously, because different state. But now you see, making that amount would not net you enough to live that lifestyle for 30 years. Making $773,000 is not enough to meet basic needs for 30 years if you had that job for 1 year. 1 year at a highest rate that you can't even begin to tell me a job that pays that much still wouldn't make you enough money to live basically for 30 years if you only had that job for a year. Now, everybody, who I know would kill that, like $445,000. I could live off that for the rest of my life. So let's calculate. Based on this number, this difference, 445,000. Let's calculate how much money it would actually take. Sorry, I'm getting stunlocked here, but this is a necessary part of why this shit is so demeaning to me. You lose about $317,000 in taxes, right? So let's up that same amount by how much you lose in taxes. 1.09 mil, right? Still with the same gross expenses. You still don't hit the amount, but so we're gonna just push it up a little bit. Let's just call it 1.1 mil. 1,100,000. 631. You need to go up a little bit. So let's go 1.5 mil. At 1.5 mil, so it's around between 1.3 and 1.5 mil. At 1.5 mil, do you make that 772,000 with a little extra to save in your bank? On what fucking universe does anyone make a salary of $721 an hour? Who takes home $721 after a full 2 weeks of work? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's just the state. The most expensive state to live in would require you to literally make more money than anyone could even touch within their lifetimes. So, how the fuck are you living in a capitalist society when you will never amount to make the amount of money necessary to live out the rest of your fucking life? So let's go back to, I know who this is, but let's go back to this guy's comment about $1 million is basically set for life type of money. Let's say you're dumb enough, because you'd be fucking dumb, to buy a house in New York City. Buy a townhouse in New York City. Let's take a look. Let's do this at minimum 200,000, max 350, just so we're not going nuts here. Since this seems to be an issue that we fucking have with each other. I'm just gonna pick this one because it looks nice. Probably really shitty. 2 bedroom, 1 bath to buy. Like you own it. It's a co-op to buy, right? Okay. That means that when you purchase it, you don't pay residual fees. You just pay taxes on the property. You're paying $1,126 a month. That's near what we had said before. That means if we go back, oh shit, did I get rid of the page? I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so fucking dumb. Anyway, if we go back, how much was it? 773,000, right? That means that $1 million for any person not making any sort of money whatsoever, $1 million would set them for life. Do you not see the connection here? If you don't see the connection, I'm going to make it for you so that way you can understand how insane a capitalist system is. And yes, I know, I'm going off of whitest kids you know. Don't at me on this. Don't fucking at me on this. Trust me. That means that to buy a home and be financially set to literally ruin your life with drugs, do this, that, left, right, up, down, this way, that way, up, next, up. That means that $1 million, let alone 750,000 straight cash, unhindered to every human being, would put them in a position where they never have to work another day in their life. $750,000. $750,000. You want to see something strange? 113. That's what 113 billion looks like. There is a man in America who makes 151,000 times as... Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Done stream. Done. I'm over. Burning the building. Doing something. No way. No way. No way. No fucking way. No way. There's a decal covering the search bar. I know. I know. I do that kind of on purpose so people don't see certain things. But no way. No way. No way. Oh, you mean there's a literal, I don't know where that button is. I have to find that shit. I know what you're talking about, but yeah, no way. No way. No way. No way. No way. Hey, this is the system you fucking simp for? There is a man alive right now who has a liquidated self-worth of 151,000 times every single human. 130, did I say? 151, sorry. 151,000 people could eat that man and be set for life, splitting him directly across them. Ace, there's no way. Middle lock. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that we live in a country where that math works out. Can you believe that, Father? Can't believe that. There's no way. And this is the system that y'all simp for. And I don't mean y'all, but you know who I'm talking about.